See here that every time Ethereum hit a bottom, it was because we had a large amount of bids in the order book. All right, here, lots of bids, and you can also see the color scheme here, right? This is a visualization as well of the order book. So you can see price comes down. It always bottoms when we have a lot of color, which is representative of a lot of bids. You can see, look how stacked the book is here. People were really wanting to buy. So what creates bull runs then? Well, a bull run is created by all these bids wanting to buy and then never being able to buy. And slowly, as the price goes up, the bidders have become buyers, right? The bidders have become people who own coins. And when they own the coin, the next goal is to sell. So you run out of bidders, and then eventually, we hit a top over here, for example. Where is it? Like here, for example, you can see the amount of bids is very low. You can see there's a lot of asks, which is basically people trying to sell. Bidders become askers, right? Buyers become sellers. You get a lot of these, they get into the market. You get a lot of people buying here. They want to sell eventually, and then they end up selling here. You can see that every time we had a big spike in bidders, we had a big spike in asks. Why is this? Because if a lot of people want to buy, they end up buying, and they eventually want to end up selling, right? So that's how you visualize the concept of this, right? And then there's also the inverse, which is a lot of people want to sell and not many people want to buy. This is when you want to sell, right? So we can also visually see this here with the amount of asks, very high amount of asks here, right? A lot of people want to sell at the top. You can also see asks were very high here, but price went higher. So it's not always perfect on the sell side, but there was still a lot of bids in the market, right? There was a lot of bids, there was a lot of asks, it was pretty even. But you can see here the amount of bids was getting, very low, and the asks were still pretty high, and you can see that, boom, price went down, bids come back into the market. So this is how you visualize this concept with data, which is here. And you also can view it as a game of tug of war, right? In a game of tug of war, generally speaking, the side that has the most people wins. Now, obviously, this is a bunch of kids and a bunch of adults, but pretend that this is adults and this is adults, right? Because buyers and sellers both have the same amount of ammo, right? Buyers are rich, sellers are rich. But what you have to realize is that every time price goes higher, the sellers get more power, right? At 4,000 US dollars for Ethereum, the people who are selling have 2 times the amount of US dollars as the people at 2,000, right? So if they were to sell here, they might have $100,000 in Ethereum, but if they sell here, they've got $200,000 in Ethereum. The market cap of Ethereum might have been 20 billion here. The market cap of Ethereum might have been 40 billion here. I don't know what the market cap was, doesn't matter. But it's about the concept, right? Price went twice, went up 2x. That means the amount of power that the sellers have is now double. So whenever price goes higher, you need to keep in mind that the sellers have more power. They have more control over the market because they're wealthier. And the same on the inverse. The lower the price goes, the less impact sellers can have on the market because there's the same amount of people looking to buy. So that's why when price goes lower, it's actually more bullish because it's easier for the buyers to take over control of the market. That's why, down here, all the bidders, the price is way lower. Sellers have 80% less power and there's twice as much bids as there was here. Isn't that just as fucking simple as it gets with buying? So it's like a game of tug of war, right? If there's more people on this side, they're going to win. Now, as well, this is how you can visualize it as well. So markets are this continual cycle of being undervalued, being overvalued. Buyers have control, sellers have control. You're really afraid, you don't want to buy. You're really bullish, you do want to buy. It's this perpetual cycle of fear and greed. Buyers have power, sellers have power. Lots of buyers, lots of sellers, and it's just this perpetual cycle, okay? Now, there's also a second type of game in markets where it's called exit liquidity, player versus enemy. So in this game, we're all versing each other to try to make money, right? And in this game, it's the buyers versus sellers. But in this game, it's buyers and sellers are teaming up to take money from exit liquidity, which is retail at the end of the bull market. So let's visualize the total market cap for crypto, right? This is the total crypto market cap, right? During this period here, we had all these headlines coming up about crypto. Bitcoin tops 50K. Newer investors think it's going to go higher. You have all these people on TV talking about how bullish crypto is, right? They're all telling you to buy crypto. And what this news does is it brings in tons of first-time investors, tons of people who have never done crypto before, who barely have any idea how markets work. And this is a powerful and profitable, extremely profitable period of the market because we head into what is called exit liquidity. Exit liquidity is what every single person in crypto dreams about because alt season and exit liquidity are the same thing. Exit liquidity is basically a bunch of idiots buying crypto who we are clearly better than at the game of crypto, and we basically take all their money, right? This is why there's a very common concept in crypto called you don't make money in your first market cycle, you only make money in your second and your third market cycle, but we'll get into that a bit later. But basically you can see here that in this game, it's closed, right? The walls are shut. The walls are shut, no one new is entering. It's just these people. But in this game, we have all these people outside of the game coming into the game. And it's interesting because all of these people who were once competing against each other can all make money together at the same time, as long as we have new people coming into the game, right? It's a very, very powerful concept. So I wrote all of this down here. Markets become positive sum in a sense during the player versus enemy mode. Anyone who stuck around during PvP is infinitely smarter than the PvE newcomers, and it becomes easy mode to make money. Because these people have no fucking clue what they're doing. They don't know that crypto is extremely volatile. They don't know that we have 4-year market cycles. They've never really had first-hand experience in this market. They're fucking newbies, right? They don't know what they're doing. New participants all lose money, and most of that money is actually given to the older participants. So exit liquidity is a game of these people giving their money to these people, right? This relates back to the idea of you don't make money in your first market cycle, only the following ones. Crypto is a perpetual cycle of first cyclers, so people in their first market cycle, losing all their money to the second, third, and fourth cyclers, who are people, who've been in multiple bull and bear markets, who then, those who stick around in the next cycle, they end up taking the profit from the next group of newcomers. So after, so these guys come in, right, all these people, then the bear market starts, they all lose their money, but they become these people. And if they stick around into the next bull market, they are these people, and then another group of these ones come in, and they give the money to the old, new money. All right, I hope that makes sense. And so if this is your first market cycle and you're watching this course, the chances of you actually making good money this bull run is close to zero. Very, very, very rare that anyone makes money in their first bull market. It's extremely rare, and it shouldn't even happen. If you make money in your first market cycle, it's almost going to be a bad thing, unless you can learn really quickly alongside a mentor and get guidance. It's probably a bad thing that you make money, because the only way that you learn the lessons to never lose all your money is to lose all your money once, right? You cannot avoid losing all your money and knowing not to lose all your money until you've lost all your money, right? You cannot know that the fire is hot until you've been burnt. So anyone who tries to avoid losing all their money is just delaying the inevitable. You will lose all your money at some point. This is the inevitable outcome, right? People think that they can just skip that whole process. Oh no, I'll just be an instantly profitable investor. No. In crypto, it's so volatile, it's so risky, it's so tricky, it's difficult. There's so much to learn that if you end up making money, you're not going to learn the lesson that you need to be that you need to be very careful, that you don't keep your money on exchanges, that you self-custody, that you don't hodl. all these things that you can only learn after making the mistake. You can only learn this stuff from first-hand experience. And look, the only way that you could possibly have a chance to make money in your first market cycle is to get direct guidance from a professional. So if you navigate the market alone, you're never going to know when to sell because you're going to be relying on your own knowledge and people's free information on the internet, which is not enough, right? If it was enough, I would have had a bunch of people tell me, hey, I sold at the top because I listened to a dude on Twitter. Like, imagine someone said that. Hey, Daniel, yeah, I actually sold all my money at the top because some dude on Twitter told me to, and I actually saw a tweet and I listened. When have you heard anyone say that? No one says that. No one has gone, oh yeah, this YouTuber, bro, he just put a video up at the exact near the top and I actually sold everything and never bought. And I just kept my profit. I've never once heard that story. And I've spoken to multiple thousands of people in crypto, right, from all levels of experience. So yeah, the only way that you could even possibly make money in your first market cycle is if you get direct guidance from a pro. You need to be working closely alongside someone who's already experienced everything, who can tell you, okay, don't do this, don't do that, and who can hold you accountable to make sure that you exit at the top. Or you're just not going to do it. You're just not going to be smart enough. And yeah, the ultimate goal of these two games is during PvP, you want to survive. You're not trying to get rich here. The goal of this period is buy here, not here. Don't blow up your money. Don't get wrecked leverage trading. Don't get wrecked on, FTX. Don't get wrecked yield farming. Survive, buy, and then wait for the exit liquidity. Your goal during exit liquidity is to be super fucking aggressive during the first part of exit liquidity. It is to take on risk, and then it is to exit, right? Exit liquidity is called exit liquidity because it is the liquidity, the new people entering, that you exit into. Your goal is to sell to the retards. It is to sell to the normies. So whenever this period comes in the future, you got to sell to the normies. When this shit starts going off again on the TV, you can see 50,000 Bitcoin. This was near the top. When this shit starts going off, exit into the liquidity of the normies. Okay? Now let's summarize what I've just talked about. Player versus player markets is existing market participants competing against each other during the bear market when no new money is entering. It is very hard to make money during bear markets, but accumulating long-term positions here is where the big money is made once we enter a bull run, and it's PvE, player versus enemy. Markets are zero or negative sum by nature. Crypto is negative sum. But during this player versus enemy period, markets become positive sum as we have new buyers entering the market. Everyone in crypto can make money at the same time for as long as new participants are entering. This is why when we're in a bull run and everyone on your Twitter feed is bullish, that doesn't mean sell. Because every single person on crypto Twitter can all be making money together. And as long as we have new people, normies coming in, we can continue to make money together with no one losing forever. As long as we have new people coming in, right? To offset the selling. If 100 people exist in crypto now, if one guy makes money, another loses, right? PvP, zero sum. But if 1,000 people were to come into crypto, these first 100 people can all make money together off of the back of the new people coming in. So it's almost positive sum, right? You put in $1, you pull out $1.50. Right? Let's visualize this. Joe puts in $1, I put in $1, Stephanie puts in $1, Alex puts in $1. So there's $4 in crypto. There's $5 outside of crypto. Let's say $6. We'll make it even. So there's $4 in crypto, there's $6 out of crypto. Right now we're in PvP mode. If I make money, it was from this person. Right? This is me here. Right here. I'm trying to survive. If I make money, it's from this person. Or this person or this person. But if these 6 people move in here, this person can make money, so they can become 2, right? They can become $2, $2, $2, $2, and there's also, so that's 4 gone, right? So cross off 4. I can't do a cross. Let's get rid of these 4. And then there's $2 that we can make. So maybe he makes $1 and then I make $1. So I've got $3. He's got $3. These people all lost money. And then there's 2-2, right? So we can all make money together if there's new people entering. That's how you visualize that. That's a positive sum game. All right, that's everything from this video, guys. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.